work it out. Oh, you make it when you work it. Oh, you make it when you work it out. Not trying to get with you, just trying to figure you out now. Oh, you make it when you work it. Oh, you make it when you work it out. Not trying to play it hard, just trying to figure you out now.
Hey everyone, it's Sarah. So for this week's video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing and initial mini review of the new Fitbit, the FITBIT ALTA. So this Fitbit came out in about I think it came out 4 weeks ago. So it is a fairly new tracker, and some of you may know that I actually have the Fitbit Charge HR, which is the second newest tracker that came out. And I did a review on that a couple months ago, so if you're looking into that kind of sort of thing, you can check that out. I will link it in the description below. But if you're here for the Fitbit Alta, let's get started. So I literally just got home. I bought this from Sport Check, and I was super excited, so I wanted to show you guys what it was. So it just looks like this. This is what the box looks like. And on the back, it just gives you all the stats and the different things about it. So I'll read you some of those. So it tracks your steps, distance, and active minutes, and calories burned. It records workouts like running, cardio, and more. And this one, unlike the Fitbit Charge HR, you can change the band color. So I just got the plum band, but you can change it into a silver band, pink band. It's interchangeable bands. So that's cool. It's very customizable. It measures your sleep and sets an alarm and a vibrating alarm, which is awesome. That's what I really enjoyed about my Fitbit Charge HR, is that it doesn't wake anyone else up. It's a silent alarm. It just vibrates, so it only wakes you up. And it also displays time, date, and smartphone notifications, and it syncs wirelessly to your iPhone, Android, Mac, and PC. So overall, this looks like it's a really good tracker. The only thing that kind of was a bit of a disappointment for me, someone having the Fitbit Charge HR before this tracker, is that it didn't have the heart rate monitoring, which I really loved in my Charge HR and was one of the reasons I actually bought it. But hopefully that isn't a turn away, and hopefully this has some other features that will make up for the fact that it doesn't have the Charge HR. I keep saying the Charge HR, that it doesn't have the heart rate monitoring. But let's get started and let's get to opening this box. So this is what the box looks like. It just says Fitbit Alta on the top, and it does say all the stats, as I said before, on the back. So let's go ahead and open this plastic wrap here. Okay, and I think I just gotta pull it apart. I can figure out how to do that. Let's see. The lady at the store did it. Why can't I do it? Ah, there we go. So it just opens like this. And now I have a pretty blue box. So let's see. How do I... There we go. So this is what it looks like when you first open it. It just has the initial tracker, and it has some setup instructions because I have no idea how to work this. So this is what it looks like. Let's see how we open it. So I'm just gonna pull it out. There we go. So this is the tracker itself. It is the plum version. As you can see right there, right now it just has the plastic on it. It's very thin. It's very stylish. A very big thing about what the Fitbit is trying to bring forth in its company is style. It's supposed to be a very stylish tracker because a lot of their trackers are a bit bulkier. Not saying that this one is bulky. I really like the way it fits and everything, but they're very much trying to be more of a lifestyle tracker, this one especially, because it does not have the heart rate, so it's more supposed to be an everyday tracker, so that's why it is very slim, so it's not as noticeable as a typical tracker. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the plastic off if I can figure out, oh, here we go, how they did that. Ooh. There we go. So it just looks like that. So I'm just gonna put that to the side and pull out the instructions. Oh, and attached to the instructions we actually have the charger. I'm not sure if this charger is actually the same as the Fitbit charger. Once we open it, I will let you know. But there are just some instructions here. So let's go ahead and open up the tracker box for the charger. Okay, there's a sticker too. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you open it. So from the looks of it, it is not the same tracker as the Charge HR. So if you have that one and you happen to lose this one, you can't use that one. But let's see how you open it. Oh, there's plastic. So it looks like it's more of a clip, which is something that would be very handy because I found on the Charge HR that when you plug the charger in, sometimes it would fall out because it wasn't really secure. So hopefully they fixed this in the Fitbit, not Flex, I was gonna say Flex, the Fitbit Alta. So it just looks like this, and you can open it like that. So that'll be handy, and hopefully that one's better and sturdier than the Charge HR. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in the box, and I will use that later to charge it up. Now I'm not sure if it comes with a full charge or not. That's something we're just gonna have to see. Maybe it says in the instructions. So let's go ahead and open the instructions now. Okay, so I think you have to do the exact same thing. No, wait. There we go. I got it open. Okay, let's get started. So hopefully, oh, it's telling me to set it up online. I thought it was gonna give me something. Oh, so these are the safety instructions. Maybe in order to get started, you need to go online. So it looks like that you have to go online to set up the instructions. So when you go and set it up, that's what you gotta do. So I'm just gonna move this out of the way for a second so we can just do some size comparisons of the Fitbit Charge HR and the Fitbit Alta. So I'm just gonna take it off my wrist. And in both trackers, I got the plum color because that's the color I liked in both of them. So this is just what they look like here. This one's charged, this one clearly isn't. But just a size comparison, you can see the Fitbit Charge HR is a little bit wider. It's about half the size wider. So this one's a little bit smaller and thinner. If you have a very small wrist, my wrist size is pretty average, but I know some people who really do have a tiny wrist. So this will be very good for them not to take up a huge chunk of their wrist. But it just looks like this side by side. A very big notable difference is that the screen is vertical rather than horizontal as on the Charge HR. That there is no button. So one of the things that I read about and people were saying is that they found not having a button could be sometimes quite difficult because they would be standing there trying to like turn it on and touch their wrist and it just wasn't working, it wasn't responding. But hopefully I don't get into that trouble and hopefully it just works by me touching it as it is supposed to. But it does look, all that aside, it does look very sleek. If you can see right here, it's tremendously sleek, it's really nice, and I think I'm going to be really liking this Fitbit tracker. Another noticeable difference between the Fitbit Charge HR and the Alta, just by looking at them, is that the Fitbit Charge HR has an actual clasp band, just like you would a typical watch, while the Fitbit Alta has the same band as the Charge. The regular Charge, it just goes like this and you close it on like this. And personally, that doesn't seem as secure as the actual clasp band. I may be worrying about whether when I do something it'll knock off or whatever, but hopefully it looks like it'll be pretty secure. Like it's pretty tight right now, so hopefully it doesn't wear out as I use the wristband, but that'll be something that I do in my reviews. So I'm going to be using this Fitbit tracker for about a week, and I will make a video for you guys on how everything worked, how I enjoyed it, whether I'm going to continue using the Fitbit Charge HR or if I'm going to switch over to the Alta. Not too sure yet. I really want to try the new tracker and see everything about it. I've heard some good reviews. I've heard some people who don't like it as much. There's basically mixed opinions on this product, so I will have to form my own opinion. But as of right now, what I can say is that this tracker is very sleek. And another thing that the Fitbit Charge HR did not have is the interchangeable bands. So now I'm not sure how you interchange them right now. I'm going to have to read up on some instructions, but you can interchange these bands. So right now I have the purple one, but I can, for an additional fee, pay for a silver band, which I think is about $130 if I'm not mistaken. So it is quite expensive. Or I could get a leather band. Like there's a pink leather band, there's a black leather band. I think that's about 80 bucks. So if you really like this tracker and really want to change it up and fit your style, that is something the Fitbit Alta is really advertising. They're very much saying that it just goes with whatever you're wearing. If you have different interchangeable bands, you can class it up, you can class it down, whatever. One thing about the Charge HR you can't do is change up the bands, as it is one seamless product. But we'll see. I don't think I'm going to even change up the bands because I like the purple, but it's up to you whether you want to do that or not. But from what I can see, this product seems like a very good product. I have to use it and see how I like it and form my own opinion. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, my brief comparison on the Fitbit Charge HR and the Alta. I will be doing a more in-depth review after I've used the Alta for a week and can form an opinion on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! It looks like when you open it.